good. Oh my gosh. But I can't have any of it. And, this is good practice. I'm realizing that just because something smells really tempting, that doesn't mean that I can say, oh, I'm just going to have it. Like when you go into a grocery store and they'll have odors wafting at you, like when you go near the bakery or where they're roasting chickens or something. Some stores even, they'll waft those odors right out the door so that people will smell it and, follow their noses in. You remember those cartoons, like where someone would smell something and you would see this little curlicue thing through the air and, it would be touching their nose and they'd be following their nose to the wonderful odor. So, like I said, I cannot have what's in here. This is actually good. It's like, character building, to say to myself, this is like when you go in the market, and you smell the cookies. Or even, oh my goodness, sometimes hotels and motels, they'll bake chocolate chip cookies at a certain time of day. And they do it, to give that homey feeling. Well, sometimes it's very hard to resist. Let me show you what I'm baking. Now, don't you laugh. Can you see this? This is bird seed. I bake my bird seed at 300 for 30 minutes because I don't want it to germinate. What happens is I put it out in the bird feeder and the birds will kick some of it onto the ground or some of it will just drop. And then all kinds of weeds will grow. It's amazing. I can plant seeds and they won't grow, but let the birds kick them out. Maybe I need to put the flowers I want to plant in the bird feeder, so they can kick it out and then it'll grow. But anyway, when you bake it, it sort of sterilizes it. It prevents it from germinating, from sprouting and growing. And there's disagreement about this. Some people say, yes, it's fine to do, and some people say, no, don't do it. But I've been doing it now for over a year, and the birds seem to be real happy with the seed. So, like I told you, I can't eat this. I wouldn't want to, but that doesn't change the fact that it sure smelled delicious. It almost sort of looks like some kind of granola thing. But honestly, it was good practice, kind of like a rehearsal, for going to the market or something where they're wafting out those cookie odors and bread odors and, roasting chicken or frying things, stuff like that. This gave me just a little bit of extra practice at resisting. So I hope that you enjoyed this and maybe be of some help for you, either with keeping yourself away from those things that you don't need to be eating or with feeding your birds.